Today we're going to show you the closest roads to Punda Maria Rest Camp, with their scenery and animal behavior.
He's challenging us.
We start out traveling the S99 that circles the camp, then onto the S98 and its lookout. Finally, we travel to the rest area right inside the Punda Maria gate. So here we go. Although we didn't have problems, Punda Maria has monkey troubles. It's like they don't care about anything. Look, the monkeys! Where's the slingshot man? There we go.
Is that a monkey?
No, that was a lady yelling at a monkey. Get out! Get out! We headed out the gate and onto the H13-2. Then turned onto the Mahoney Loop. Man, they have rocks just sitting there. Look like they're gonna tumble down any second. We spotted some female Nyala at the Maratuba watering hole. Nyala are found more in the north, but they are still not common even here.
There's a rhino post, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Oh my gosh, it's like a cartoon of a rhino post. I gotta get a bunch of that.
Yeah.
Then Dan spotted this rhino rubbing post. This is a rhino post. Although it looks like some kind's art project, but... Rhinos polish these stumps by scraping mud and parasites off of themselves and scratching themselves in hard-to-reach places. They also use these and rocks to maintain their horns.
It's like a tooth sticking out of the ground.
Yeah. That looks exactly like Swiss Family Robinson when they got trapped in the mud or quicksand. A termite mound on the left, and one on the right.
There's our Sherwood Forest tree.
Yeah. This beautiful tree is either a false marula or a pod mahogany. Wonderful either way.
Yeah, there are a lot of termite mounds around here. They seem to make it in any kind of soil. It's all clay here, but there's brown and gray soil other places.
Every place. From. Here's a termite mound with a tree growing out of it. These young baobabs. We turned off the road to look at another water hole. Throw that out of the way.
Yeah.
Service to mankind.
Based on our track record of running.
I risked leaving the truck to throw this branch out of the way. We didn't want the slightest risk of another flat, and there are strong thorns in the Kruger. Then it turned out the water hole was dry, so we got back on the main road and came across this battle. These are male crested francolins fighting for dominance. All the animal battles in Kruger National Park seemed to end when one of the combatants became intimidated and left the battlefield. The injuries seemed to only happen when both were equally matched or equally stubborn.
It is an interesting time of year to see all the fights going on.
Yes, it's conflicts.
Everything.
The local travelers were always friendly and helpful with game sightings. As you can see, there were many different kinds of trees. A very overgrown termite mound. The oldest still inhabited termite mounds are found in South Africa, the oldest being 34,000 years old. This was a particularly large termite mound and a zebra, as well as all these starlings.
Look like all the blue starlings. Why don't they bring these starlings to California?
Yeah, but not for Hitchcock movie.
Crazy. Crazy.
Here's a chance to show some impala behavior. We think this is an alarm call the male is making.
He's challenging us.
They have another alarm call that's more of a huffing sound, and their mating call is a sound more like a hippo or a buffalo than an antelope. We heard plenty of that before we even knew what kind of animal was making that call. We weren't sure. It does seem like he's also sizing up the females to see if any of them are ready to mate. The grunting sounds are more like a mating call.
You're running pretty fast.
This was the mother of all termite mounds. These mounds are made of soil and termite saliva and are full of tunnels, chambers, and ventilation pipes. The giant termite mounds around here. Northern Kruger Park has 1.1 million mounds. These termites feed on dead and living plant material and fungus. There's our possibly frustrated impala buck again. Completing the loop, we then turned onto the H13-2 again.
We turn right and then...
Yeah, we turned right on the H13-1. Like I said, onto the H13-1. Another baobab, a nice big one. Then up the S98.
Oh, that's some red soil.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of these roads individually the worst we've been on, but collectively I think it's the close to the worst area.
They just don't have the big potholes.
Yeah.
Other than that.
Here's the lookout, looking south. A better view on the way back. An almost dry seasonal waterhole gives these zebras some refreshment. But soon it will be gone. On to the H13-1 towards the Punda Maria Gate and its rest stop.
And curios.
This great-looking rest area is a partially open picnic spot, with picturesque rondevals but no open shops, toilets but no soap, and unfortunately overgrown picnic tables. It does have information and looks great, but seems partially abandoned. It's worth a visit though, and maybe in the high season it's fully open. This ended our little tour of the roads of Punda Maria, and we headed back to camp. Watch next time when we visit Satara, the Big Cat Camp.